Politicians impact our ability to work and do our best work every day. Politicians impact our economic security. We absolutely belong involved in politics.
I think it's really important for our legislators to get a better understanding of what it's really like in the public schools. I think a lot of times legislation is made with no real understanding of what the impact is in the hands-on environment of schools.
We had people here from all over the state, north, south, east, west, kindergarten teachers, higher ed. We even had administrators and school board members joining us.
I think it's tremendously energizing to get this kind of support from around the state of Illinois to see how issues can be brought forward to our legislatures and hopefully they're listening and it will take appropriate action.
It's another thing for our lobbyists to go and say what we feel, but when they see our faces, we can tell our personal stories, we can show them the emotion.
And tell them that you deserve economic security, you need respect, and you don't want to hear any more excuses.
Because when they commit to you, they're committing to their constituents, the people that are going to vote for them.
What gives the IEA its strength and its power and stature with the members of the General Assembly is knowing that we are some 120,000 members strong.
Without the funding, which most schools across the nation seem to be suffering from the lack of, we need them to update our programs, to keep our technology updated, to provide the kids with the learning that they'll need in the 21st century.
And they need to know what we need so when they make a law, we can then implement it a little bit better because they've had our input.
You know, anybody who thinks that politics and education are not related are fooling themselves. So many things that affect us in our classroom daily are decided right here in Springfield with our legislators.
We're all citizens, and this is part of our civic duty. I mean, we're educators as well, but you know, it's a civic duty.
I'm here today because we need to put a face on who the IEA is. We need to speak out for not just myself. I'm not here just for myself. I'm here for everybody that I work with. I'm here for all the teachers in the state.
A lot of times teachers and education support personnel, they go into their own buildings, they go into their own classrooms, and sometimes they feel as though they're the only ones dealing with this problem. When you see that it's not just in your school, it's not just in your room, it's not just in your district, then you feel like it's not just me, and maybe it's an issue that needs to be taken on at a state level rather than just stopping at the teacher, stopping at the principal, stopping at a superintendent.
It's a powerful thing in terms of a statement and teachers who are willing to understand the laws better, the contracts better, and what's going on to be advocates for change so that everyone's informed.
You know, first-year teachers are usually hesitant to get involved because they don't know about unions and they're not tenured, but getting involved can only help them in the future, help them gain tenure, help them learn about the laws that, you know, impact them.
I think that even if it's not something that you personally feel that you could do, like have a conversation with your legislator, you can be part of a group of people that go in. Let someone else do the talking, but be there to represent your association and your own personal interests in making education better in Illinois. And when you're here talking to your legislator, you often only have maybe 5 to 10 minutes. So it isn't like you have to prepare for a class. You're focusing on an issue, maybe two, coming comfortable with it. We've always looked on the website for information to give us more details about things so that you're knowledgeable, you're comfortable, and you just have a conversation. And it's amazing how important and what a positive impact that makes. I think it's really important to speak from your heart and to speak from your personal experiences and not try to get abstract or talk about things that you're not really comfortable with.
We try to get our members to give a personal day for their future because everything that happens down here in Springfield affects their future in terms of their professional lives in the classroom and also their security in terms of benefits and retirement and salaries.
So it's important for us to get involved and see what it's about and learn about it so as others retire, we can be that voice for IEA and for our educators and for our students.
What was really exciting was to talk to the people who'd never done something like this before, and they said, man, this really matters. I think they listened to me. Now, did all of them hear everything they wanted to hear? No, but that's a valuable experience too, because now they'll go back home and they'll talk to their colleagues and say, you know, Representative Smith doesn't get it yet. We need to keep working on her. Or, conversely, Senator Jones, he's with us on this and we need to thank him for that. Both of those are important messages.
It was a good experience, learning a lot, how to, you know, talk to people, how to interact with our politicians, and what difference they make for us as educators.
You come down with a bunch of people, and it's just a fun experience, something that you don't normally have on a day-to-day basis at home.
It's a lot more important than people realize. I don't understand how people who don't teach in education make decisions about education without input from educators.
Everybody can't come, I understand that. Write, call, email, but send people here to Springfield. They need to see our faces.